Alright, so we are back at the range, and today we're going to be doing a review on the Bear Creek Arsenal Grizzly 101. So Bear Creek Arsenal did send me this handgun out, but we're going to do some shooting, do a little bit of accuracy testing, and then we're also going to do some rapid fire and see how it holds up. So today I'm only going to be shooting about 150 rounds, maybe 200, right in there, and then the goal going forward is I want to do another review, 1,000 rounds, and then another review at 2,000 rounds, just to kind of see how the gun's holding up, see how the accuracy's holding up, and see if I'm having any issues by then. Let's get at it. All right, let's do some accuracy testing. Now let's go take a peek. All right, not too bad. That one there was definitely me just jerking the trigger, but overall, a little left, but not too bad. Let's run some more. So we are hitting just a little bit to the left, but that's a pretty solid group right there. All right, now let's do some rapid firing. And she did lock back. All right. I do have a couple more magazines loaded, so let's run a couple more magazines, see how it runs. Oh, we have a failure to feed. There's one mag, one little hiccup, nothing too crazy. Oh, another little hiccup. Seems to be on like the 5th or 6th round, which is kind of weird. Another little hiccup. Could be the Emerald 2. Not entirely sure. I am running Winchester white box, 124 grain, full metal jacket. Let's load some more mags. So I do own a couple PSA daggers as well. And one thing I do want to say for this pistol is, so on the daggers, in my personal opinion, I definitely do not like the triggers, but this one here actually ain't too bad. I like the trigger on this one for sure better, but let's get to some more shooting. All right. Had a couple more issues. I don't know, it might be light primer strikes. I don't know if you can see that too well or not. Hopefully it zooms in decent. But I don't know, let's keep going. That was 2 in a row too, which is kind of odd, so. Again. Nope. All right, she did feed there. All right, let's get some close-ups. I am having a couple instances where it's just not wanting to feed out of the magazine. Now I do have a PSA Saber magazine with me. I'm gonna load the next one with it, see if it does the same thing, because both of these magazines, had done it with both of them. I'll be right back. All right, so I think I did find the problem. So I've been dropping these magazines in the sand, and they're very gritty when you put the ammo in. So starting to think that the malfunctions might be my doing. That being said, I do have a PSA Dagger Saber magazine, the extended one that I have. It does fit in here. I'm gonna run this magazine out, see if I have any hiccups, see if that was the problem. All right. That one ran a lot better. I did have what seemed to be like a light primer strike. Again, it could have been the ammo, because these rounds that I'm picking up off the ground look like the primer's getting struck hard enough, but it is a very old box of ammo. So, but going forward, I definitely want to see what it does at 1,000, what it does at 2,000 rounds. And we'll go from there. All right, so that concludes the video. We did have a few hiccups. We did have, I don't want to call them light primer strikes. It seemed like the primer was being struck plenty fine compared to the other rounds that got fired off. But we are using a pretty old box of ammo. It's been on the shelf for quite a while. It is Winchester white box, but it's pretty old. Now, as far as the feeding issues, I do believe I figured out what the deal was with that. So I've been dropping these in the sand, and they are very gritty. Now I did swap to the PSA Dagger Saber magazine, the extended one, the 22 round mag, and it ran plenty fine. So I'm thinking if I get the magazines cleaned out, honestly, it'll probably run just fine. Now, would I recommend this pistol? I would say yes. If you don't have a pistol, or you're a beginner wanting to get into the gun game, I would see no reason why not. The thing's fairly reasonably priced. Shoots fairly good. It looks good. It's got an optic mount, and it's got a rail and bottom for a light or something. So, all right. So looking back at the footage, I done an accuracy test on the pistol. Had no feeding issues, no issues whatsoever. And then after that, I did a rapid fire test, and just ran one magazine. It wasn't anything crazy, but no issues there either. So I didn't start having the issues until I started dropping the magazines in the sand. So my best guess is that the hiccups that this gun was having were actually from me dropping them, the magazines in the sand. So take what you will with that, but I'm gonna take a pretty good guess that was the reasoning. Also, our website is live, so if you want to check out some affiliate links I have over there for some good deals, feel free to check it out. The link will be in the description below. Have a good one.